Hello world. I am, yeah, as you read the title, it says, Let's Build a Drift Car. It is, Wednesday night, and I'm just bored. So, I figured why not? See who's up. I'll give this a few minutes to go. See if anybody, tunes in. 47 seconds. Nobody's up. Everybody's either sleeping or working or whatever. I know what it is. It is because Harley Designs and SPG are live. Everybody's there. That's what it is. I forgot about that tonight. See, I'm kind of on a vacation, so I've kind of lost track of the world. Oh, well, hello. We got one person kind of watching. How you guys doing? Welcome to Roughneck Adventures Live, and as the title says, we are going to build a drift car. I have a three racing drift car, and I've never built a drift car before, so it's a Soroka D5 MR. This is what we're going to attempt to build. We probably won't get through the whole thing, and I've done plenty of crawlers in my time and never done this live, so you all have to like bear with me. Drifting is kind of my new endeavor in the RC world. I have done bashing, I have done crawling, I've done some flying in the past. I've done a whole bunch of different things. Any of you that follow the channel probably know this, but I dabble in just a little bit about everything. So this kit came with a whole bunch of stickers. I bought this kit a while back, probably 8 9 months ago, and I have had it sitting on the shelf. The instructions we need. Here's some more stickers that come with. I don't know if that can focus. Focus. Okay. I'm actually broadcasting this through my phone. So, it comes with two instruction manuals here. This is more of a breakdown type thing. We're going to use the main one right here. I when there was a deal going on when I bought this, and I got the gyro that came with it. So there's that. For what it's worth. Handy dandy tools off to the side. I have some bags laid out. So let's first ask him for bag one. So we got some of them laid out. Not all of them. So welcome to the channel, guys. I see there's two of you watching. Two is better than none, than me sitting here just talking to a screen. I don't know why. I don't know if chat's working or not. I'm not seeing any chats coming up through. It may be working. It may not be working. I don't know. The live streaming thing I'm really new to. Like I'm old school video guy. Hi. Hunter says hi. Hi. How's it going? It's chilly Wednesday night. And reason good. Cool, man. Cool. Welcome aboard. It's like I was saying, it's chilly Wednesday night, so and I didn't have much going on. Normally I would be watching another stream, but I totally forgot that was going on. So I already set this up, so let's rock and roll. We are gonna try to build this crawler hunter, and for anybody else who's watching, and well, not crawler, but drift car. Sorry. I'm so used to being the crawler guy. Like I built so many crawlers. It's like I started looking at drifting a while back, and it kind of fascinated me. And I've shot some videos on drifting. I was like, I kind of got done a lot of different things in the RC world, but I've never done drifting. So I got this kit, and I'm also getting the Traxxas drift car that's on order because evidently they sold out of the first batch. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sounds cool. Thanks, Hunter. You can hear me okay? I'm in my basement, so that's why you see the pipes all above me. And my 3D printer's over there. And for now, I am been in the process of, awesome. Thanks, man. I'm in the process of building a studio, uh, but I'm a very busy guy, so like that's one of my many projects. To have a separate space to be able to do this and have cameras rigged up and better lighting and you know down here my dog can come down and bother me like there I'm kind of isolated from the house because it's a separate building completely on the property. Oh, thank you for subscribing, man. We do Hunter, we do all sorts of things on this channel. A lot of it's adventurous, like you'll see videos from Ren Fair stuff to hiking to a lot of RC content, dirt bike riding, um, e-moto stuff. I own an e-moto, so I do now and then throw some e-moto stuff in it. So it's just kind of just things that would be adventurous and enjoyable and show you that the world there's a lot of things you could do and to enjoy life. Um, Back to this. So we're going to start off. We've got the instruction book open. We'll put this off to the side. Um, this is a magnet pad. ccxrc.com. If you want one of these, this is a nice small one. So for the space I have, this works. And that way, when I open this stuff, I put it in here, and I might not, and I wouldn't. Hopefully, if I do everything right, I won't lose a single screw. Though people would say, "Hey, you got a screw loose as it is," but most YouTubers do. All right, so bag number one. What do we got in bag number one? It would be helpful if I had a blade nearby. But I don't, so I'm going to use a screwdriver. Pop this like this. Open this up. And here we go. Some oil. And gears, so forth. I'm just looking at the instructions right now, taking a look and see what else I might need. Um, a lot of my stuff is actually packed into a travel box. A lot of my tools. So I have this handy dandy one here, and let's see what we got going on here. Some more tools here, off to the side. Pliers. Oh, and check out this, guys. Um, cool. Keep watching. Take out the trash, buddy. I trust me. I've been there. Trash day for me is Fridays. So every Thursday, I run around in the afternoon, fill up all the trash bins, and put them out by the road. Um, I got a heck of a deal on this. So normally, like it says $34.99. I found this at a secondhand shop. Um, they're hex drivers, and they are Horizons. And when I found them, they were having 30% off of their asking price. So I only paid $10 for this set. And I was quite happy with that. I mean, it's a great set. I haven't really used it. Um, so, but just to show people that you can find bargains out there if you look around. We have consignment shops here and there and pawn shops. And I often, in tag sales and stuff like that, you can find stuff too. I often hop into those kind of places, especially like the consignment shops near my work. And so, like on my lunch, I'll pop in to see what new stuff they got. And they actually had this, which was really, really cool. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks, Hunter, a lot. Really. Yeah. I mean, hopefully your friends enjoy my content, and having them subscribe is cool. All right. So this is a new experience for me, building live, and not only a new experience that way for all you who are listening, also building a drift car. I've never done that. So I'm generally a crawler guy. But I have done bashing stuff in the past. I've done extremely fast cars in the past. My channel has been around a very long time. Probably, oh, wow, close to probably 9 years. Um, this channel has existed, just so you guys would know that. So there's already a huge library of videos already established. And a reason you see the Roughneck RC symbols, because originally the channel was strictly just said Roughneck RC. About a year and a half ago, I rebranded the channel, and because I wanted to show people there's other things to life. RCs are awesome. I enjoy doing RCs. The RC community, like you guys probably already know, they're great. Um, but there's other things that I do that I wasn't filming and that I wanted to share. So, like, I changed the name to Roughneck Adventures. But the original logo is still there. And if you go on to the channel, you will see there's different categories. And one of those categories still says Roughneck RC. That's where 90% of the RC videos are. and that's why it says what it says. And that's also like because I do Renaissance fairs, I do um, like I said, emotal stuff and all that. I was able to tap into a variety of stuff to bring to the channel, um, besides just RC content, which it made me able to film more frequently. Plus, share the world, share my world. Part of who I am are these things that I do. All right, so we're gonna open up these bags, and we're gonna get started as we talk. We're gonna try to work and talk at the same time. This might be a little hard because I am Italian, so I kind of like have to talk with my hands. But we're gonna try. We'll see how far we get. So it shows that I got 2 people watching. That's awesome. And that bag is empty. We got some bearings, we got some gears. Little cups. So for me personally, because I have it on this nice little magnetic pad, I like having things pretty well organized. Um, just makes it easier so I don't lose stuff. The bigger things I'll keep on here. But like the little screws, I like to know, like I'm going to put bag 1 screws here. And these are like little pockets. So there's like this is a magnetic pad. There's foam that goes around it, and then there's foam that separates these little pockets that I could put stuff in. And we're off to the races here. Put that over there. It helps if you stay organized. It honestly, like in my experience, like it helps for a few things. One, you don't putting these pins right here. You don't lose parts that way. And then when you're grabbing stuff, you know exactly where to go for it. Plus, they also sometimes incorporate extra parts. I have no fingernails, so some of this stuff might be tricky to, get it up. There we go. So that was part of bag 1. We need to open up this. No, I don't. I'm being lazy. I can get up and get a pair of scissors or a knife or something, but I don't have one right near me. The screwdriver works just as good. I don't feel like getting up. I actually spent the day working in my yard. So there was that. So here we go. Here's a gear. Let's see if I could. If it says. Has some numbers on it. I'm not exactly sure what all those numbers mean. Once again, I am new to drifting, so we are rocking and rolling here. Big time Lego builder, huh? Yeah, back in the day, I had some Legos. I remember growing up having a couple of the space sets. I don't know if they still have those, but they had like, so I had like the moon base. So I built up the moon base with the rocket ship and little guys, and you know, nice. You have 1 or 2 of them. That's cool, man. It's yeah, I had a couple of those. Um, I was I did Legos for quite some time, and then I got into constructs, and I don't know if you ever heard of constructs, but constructs were like Legos on steroids. For me, anyhow. Like they were so cool. They were so cool. I built these giant spaceships and in my with my imagination as a kid, and I was just like, and you have all these mini adventures that you play out with your stuff that you built. It was so cool back then. Um, don't have any of that stuff now, but I still build stuff. I'm currently building an Iron Throne, a full size Iron Throne from Game of Thrones. If you're familiar with that show. Okay. The problem with using your phone is they put this very tiny in the bottom. Nice. The Air Force planes, huh? That's cool. That's cool. You ever do any RC building RC airplanes? I had a couple RC airplanes in my time. No? Um, it's very tricky. RC airplanes are. But you can get them RTRs like everything else, or bind and play, or the kits to build. And flying, don't go for the coolest looking thing like when you first start to try to fly in RC. You want to go with something very simple, very beginner. I know that's not much fun, but everyone looks at the jets, but like you have to get your skill level up to be able to handle the jets in the air. They look cool in flying, but they're very it's very tricky when you're flying something like that in air. At least not yet, huh? Yeah, eventually. I mean, I don't fly anymore really, but I did for a while. Um, and I've had drones in the past. I've done that in the past. I've done a whole bunch of other things. It all depends on. I'm kind of like depends on what I'm feeling at the time. All right, a little harder because I don't have my glasses down here. And they make this print really tiny. And when you get older and your eyes aren't as good, you're like, why did they do that? And when you're young, you're like, hey, I can read that perfectly fine. What are these people talking about? And it's like, now that I'm older, I'm just like, what was that? That looks funny. So I just go by the pictures. Because I really can't see. That writing is too small. Or I can go upstairs and get my glasses. But the only glasses I have in the house, because the others are out in my shop, um, are for my TV, for viewing TV. And they ain't going to help me with reading. That's for distance. Well, we need the oil. Ah. Honestly, I prefer if I have it right here. I prefer red and tacky. It's what I prefer. Red and tacky never failed me. Not once. All my crawler builds have red and tacky. So we may or may not use that in a drift car. Um, we're probably gonna end up using it because it's such a better grade grease. All right, so here's what they're showing. They're showing this. Goes like this. And then looks like a spacer. Yeah, an O-ring. So then we need an O-ring, which is right here. And why is one of these longer than the other? Are they exactly the same? That's what I want to make sure. They are exactly the same. So yeah, put that on. Put the O-ring in. Like that. And then we continue. Um, don't need that yet. And so we take the other cup. One of these pins. Ah, Hunter, that's too bad. But yeah, you should do what your mom says and get your chores done. And all the videos I'm recording live, they uh, they do they do get posted. So if you miss this stream, you can always go back and watch it. All the videos they get posted anyhow. Like even when I'm recording live, they will get eventually released onto the channel, so you'll be able to go back and watch them. Um, get your chores done. And cool. Thank you for checking in and viewing me for a few minutes. All right, guys, we're gonna hang out here for a few minutes. We lost Hunter. I want to see if there's anybody else out there gonna tune in, and if not, well, that's just how it goes. So it's showing a spacer. Need this spacer. And showing this go like that. Then we put the pin in, I think. But huh. Curious. Let's just double check what this came with because they might have shorted me something, which got one of those, two of those, two spacers, yes. Four smaller spacers. Do I have four? Yeah, I got four smaller spacers. And 18 tooth metal. Yep. How many of those am I supposed to have? I got two. 10 tooth four. I got four of those. Two of the pins. Four of those. I mean, yep. It looks like I got everything. All right. It says to put a little grease on that. So I'm going to put a little grease on that. Just a little bit. Gotta find my applicator to make my life easier. Oh, there it is. All right. So far, nobody else has tuned in. Well, that's too bad. I'm sure there's more interesting channels to check out. Mm. So we got this with a little bit of grease just on that O-ring. Like that, like so. All right, so it looks like it's the 18 tooth, which would be this one, the bigger one. And which one are they wanting us to use, though? Let's see. I think it's the 5.1, which is, I think, slightly bigger one. Slides onto that, like that. Then we take the pin, put it through the hole. If you guys are just tuning in, this is me attempting to build a drift car. Then you see it has that in the back. If you can see that with that light flashing like that. There's a little groove here where the pin sits in, and here's the gear. So we put the gear into that, and that's what we got. Just like that. And we've been rolling live for 33 minutes. It was a very nice conversation with Hunter. I was glad he could stop by. And what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna give it another little bit just to see if anybody pops in here. And if you don't, then we'll probably hold off until we can get more people on a live stream. So I'm gonna finish this page setup just on this, and then we'll see where people if more people come or they don't. And if they don't, that's okay. This was off the cuff stream. I was sitting upstairs. I was like, there's nothing on TV. I was like, I know. I'll go start this. All right, so the next one, this, and that goes like that. Then we need that another O-ring, little O-ring right here. It's gonna go down there, but before I put the O-ring in, I want to put a little lube on that O-ring, just a little bit of lube, a little lube, just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get that good. Just a little bit. Barely any of my fingers. If I can put it in the hole, I'll be doing good. Ah, that's what she said. Inside a joke. Slide it in. I'm gonna take the screwdriver. I'm just gonna use it to push it down into place. just sits in there like so. You probably can't see that. Like so. Sits down in there. All right. Okay. So this is now showing another spacer. There's another big spacer. And the other pin. So this should be interesting. The other pin. Has to go in there. All right. Little trick on this one. I'm gonna have to. This ain't tweezers. Tweezers I do not have. Do got these. Some needle nose. Might work. Might be a little bit more of a headache to do, but now you'll line this hole up here, and you want to go against the side. That's a very long pin. Trying to get it lined up. Oops, I pushed it too far. I pushed it too far. I gotta go back in behind it and give it a little taparooski. Tap it in. And so far, nobody has joined. That is okay. I really need to go find some or buy some needle nose. But I think we did it. I mean, she's in. And now we're just going to center it. Like so. See it centered in there? Nice and centered. So what we were building right now is the gear differential assembly. And once we finish putting this together, this assembly together, I think we're going to call it, because there's not a lot of people tuning into this, and I know exactly why, because the most popular stream right now is going on from my good guys over at Scale Builders Guild and Harley Quinn Designs. They're doing their stream, and I totally slipped my mind when I decided to do this, that their stream is actually on tonight. It's like, so I cannot compete with those guys. Those guys are amazing. If you haven't seen their content, go check it out. So we got this one together. Now we got this little plastic hex thing. And this is what it's showing. It shows 4 gears. These 4 tiny gears. We want to put this gear in here. Alright. So then it looks like that. That's where the gear is, way down in. It sits on top of that. I almost forgot to do that. So we got that together. This little plastic hexagon thing. Gets a gear and a washer on all the way around. Gear. And a washer. And I'm broadcasting live and I'm talking to a phone. Because the phone is what's actually channeling all this. Oh, this one don't want to go on. That is stubborn. What's up with that? Put this gear here. See if I can get this gear on. There we go. All 4 gears. Then you'll put these little washers on the ends of it. So we're gonna do that. Put this thing here. Boom. Boom. Well, hello there. I got 2 people. 2 people just came in. Oh, well, maybe we'll keep going after this. I was just gonna do this assembly here. But I figured no one was actually watching. So I was gonna stop it as soon as I put this assembly together. But welcome. Welcome. Oh, guys disappeared again. You guys are just wondering what I'm doing. I'm building a drift car. We are putting the gear differential assembly together. And hoping that it's a lot more difficult than what it looks. I've actually live streaming and assembling a car at the same time. That it's actually kind of a new difficulty for me. But I got that off to the side. And this is all ready to go. I just need to take a look at what we're doing. All right, so here we go. Here's my favorite grease. Red and tacky. Get a little red and tacky here. And I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. Just Just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. Um, all right. So this hex of gears here that you just made has to slide down in these little, can you see it? The little slots onto that gear. Like, so be very careful. Make sure everything's lined up. And try to put it into place without too much effort. Um, that would be a good thing. We are fighting with it. We are fighting with it. Huh. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. Akshat. You saying, bro, too much girl in my life. How to lower my Riz, I think. Um, Too much girl, huh? I don't know what to tell you about that. Women are tricky. All right, we're in. Just like that. Too much girl, huh? Make sure it's in. Push thing down. Make sure everything's in good. Because you already greased there. Then this part has to go in. But I like putting a little grease on top. Not a lot. Don't need a lot. I mean, this is an indoor car. It's not going to see, it's not going to see outside weather conditions. So, at least I don't think. I mean, you never know with me. It is Roughneck RC. Too much. So what do you mean, man? You got too much girl in your life? Too many girls? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Um, I've always found that having one was plenty. But that is neither here or there. Gasket time. Need this. I'm gonna line this up with the holes. And we're taking that and hopefully line everything up. At least that's the hopes, but sometimes that's not as easy as it should be. Put the gasket in. fighting me? We got to keep this lined. So I'm thinking I'll put it on that and then shove it in that. So we are slowly working at this. I mean, yes, this shouldn't take this long, but I am talking to you guys at the same time I'm doing this and glancing up at the screen every now and then to see who's in chat and what's going on with the chat thing. There, that should sit nice like that. And it's a drift car. I've never built a drift car before. This is a first. And right now we are doing the differential, the gear differential for it. And let's see, did I line it up right? I thought I lined it up right. Anybody say anything? Nope. We're broadcasting this from the phone. Boom. Yeah, we're gonna hold that together like that. We need 4 screws, which we have right here. 1, these 2s, and 3s and a 4s. And that's not the right one. That might be it. Get that started. Don't go crazy tight. It's plastic. You can strip plastic out real easy. Crazy tight. Just get them started, and then you can go back in and snug them up. Oh boy. I thought I had it lined up. What the heck happened there? Let's try to reline that. That shouldn't have happened. Felt like it went. Let's give it a turn. And someone said they had too many girls in their life, so I don't have that problem. I've always been just one good one is enough. And when you get older, the dating world gets harder. And you become more picky and set in your ways. So for me, I guess the key thing is to find a girl that's into the same stuff that you're into. It helps a lot. You don't have to have everything in common, but you do have to have some common things, your common interests. That one's screwing in. What happened to my backlight? I gotta get a different backlight. If you have common interests, you guys will spend more time together and enjoy life. So whatever you're into, you kind of look for a girl that's into similar things. And believe me, there are some RC girls out there. I got a problem with one of these screws not sitting right. So I gotta figure out why that is. This is that's kind of frustrating. Hmm. Wonder why that is. I did something wrong. Oh boy, oh boy. I did it. I did it. I did something wrong. Or something sitting too high. Can't be sitting too high. Can it? That's sitting right. That's sitting right. That's moving fine. That looks all right. So why are we not sitting flush? You sat flush before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, let's pop these out. Let's figure out what's going on. Here's the thing, like when you're live streaming, you guys see everything I'm doing, all my mistakes, all the problems I face building this thing, um, which is good and bad. See, that sits nice, just like that. So, oh boy, why? It's not engaging. That looks right. All right, so that looks right, and we had to take those out because just wasn't doing right. I'm not sure. That one feels like it started. I like to get them started so I'm not fighting myself in the same way. So we are slowly getting this done. Drift car. We are doing the drift car. So those two got started, but this one, not, I don't know why it doesn't seem to want to grab. I feel a little bit there. I'm feeling it go there. Hand tools. Why? Because they're plastic. If you use power tools on this, you take a chance at stripping out your plastic. And if you strip out your plastic, well, you're gonna have to replace parts and stuff. We don't want to have to do that. So, my years and years and years of experience, might take longer with the hand tools. but you probably will never strip out the plastic because you can feel it. Versus if I used power tools, I have in the past stripped out plastic. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. So I'm currently showing nobody here. I've been streaming for over an hour. That's too bad. Shouldn't have took me an hour to do that. I guess I got to work on this whole building during a live stream thing, but it should not have took me that long to put this together. Just this assembly is so all I got left is to put these bearings on. And I slide it on just like that, and there we go. One gear differential assembly. One. So I'm gonna call it. Been live for 1 hour, and we had a couple nice people come in. They made a couple comments, and then they bounced. Uh, Bouncing means they left, which is fine. I'm not necessarily the most entertaining person in the world. This is step one. I have a gazillion bags and a gazillion pieces to. Once again, we just did that. That's all we did. And talked and chatted for quite some time. Next time, we'll continue doing more. A building. Drift car. Now I'm going to do something really cool with this for a body. So once we get this as a roller, meaning rolling chassis, we'll talk about that. Because I've had plans for this thing for a while. I just never executed them. So, well, thank you for tuning in. It is Wednesday night, and I'm not going to hold a stream normally on Wednesdays because it's just other people are doing streams that actually have priority over top of my channel. So I will be doing other streams though, and definitely tune in. Look for building a drift car stream 2 coming soon, and we'll continue this journey together. This is what we got. This is what we built tonight. I had a lovely time talking to you guys. Be nice to each other, and enjoy the hobbies that you do. Remember, get out there, play hard, play dirty, and have a good night. God bless.